Let's see here. Right as I started the stream, Dusty took a dump right on my chair. How disgusting is that? Don't bite my headphones. Let's see here. Hey, quit chewing the headphones, little brat. Quit chewing the headphones. Oh. You little shithead. Anyway, how's everyone going? Welcome to Nobody's Live. Sorry we're not starting things off too exciting today. So, yeah, we're live now. How's everyone doing? 4 viewers and 1 bird chewing on my headphones. What am I going to do with this little brat? Well, I guess I'll start things off with having a drink, a nice non-alcoholic drink. Ghost Energy. Welcome, Michael Scher. Yes, the king is live. Supposedly. I don't know how long for. We'll just see. It's really hot and humid out where I live. I've been spending some good quality indoor time because that's what I need, some good quality staying indoor time. So I'm just gonna hang out here. Yes, it is pretty fucked up, Nolan Knight. Oh look, it's Harvey Bird. How's it going, Harvey Bird? My buddy Harley's in the chat, everyone. Say hi to Harvey Bird. Harvey Bird, say hi to Dusty Bird. Say hi to Dusty Bird. How's it going, BJ Chelster? And there's my bird singing caw. I just saw the new Superman movie yesterday. You know who should play Superman? Dusty. Dusty should be Superman. Because he can actually fly. And he's actually a better actor than the actor they have playing Superman now. But that's just my humble little opinion. I don't know. I think James Gunn fucked up big time. Did it suck? No, it was okay. You know, it's better than like the last 2 Superman movies that had Christopher Reeve in it. Remember Superman 4 with Meteor Man or whatever? Where he was all like, I will hurt people. And then he proceeded not to hurt people. That was pretty great. That wasn't terrible. Like I said, there's definitely worse Superman movies out there. Like I said, the last 2 with Christopher Reeve were way worse. I just think Dusty would have been a better Superman. I don't know what James Gunn was thinking. Dusty would have been a lot cheaper. All he would have had to have done was give him seed. Quit chewing my headphones, you little shit. No. You're not supposed to chew these. Superman 3 junkyard fight was peak. I mainly just remember Richard Pryor in that movie. How he, like, I think he skied off of a building and then Christopher Reeve flew down and had to catch him. Do I like wrestling? Wrestling's okay. I don't know. I mean, there's so much lore around professional wrestling, and I don't know. I've tried to sort of get into it a couple times, but I don't really know what's going on. I don't know who, like, the bad guy, good guys are. Why do I have Chrome and Edge both on my desktop? Because I can. Damn it. I gave up on superhero movies after Logan. Well, you picked a good time to pick up on them because they kind of peaked before then. Actually, Endgame and Infinity War were pretty good, but yeah, it's been pretty weak sauce since then. You gotta pick one. I almost never use Edge. I don't even know why it's on there. Do I like sports at all? Well, if sitting in comfortable chairs and eating chips counts as a sport, then yeah, I do like sports. But yeah, I don't even know why I have Microsoft Edge, to be honest with you. You never liked the Avengers? I like the last two, okay. The first one was really cool when it came out, the original Avengers movie, but it didn't age as well as some of the others because, you know, the novelty kind of worn off. I stopped watching superhero movies after Avengers 2, Ultron Boogaloo. Ah, I remember that one. Hey, welcome from work, Raccoon. I'm glad. Hopefully you don't get in trouble with your boss, because I've gotten in trouble with my boss from watching streams at work. But I'm glad you want to spend some quality work time watching my dumbass. Disney destroyed Marvel. What hasn't Disney destroyed? Which is better, Deep Purple's Perfect Strangers or the sitcom Perfect Strangers? Oh, the Deep Purple version. Hands down. The sitcom Perfect Strangers was corny as hell. And even Dusty agrees with me. Do I smoke weed? On occasion. I don't know. Weed kind of makes me just feel weird. I'm more of a drunkard, but I can't really do that much anymore. My boss isn't at my work. Pretty fucked up. It is indeed pretty fucked up. I go into work tonight. I work night shift. But I'm spending the day with you guys. What is... Oh, you work from home? So you're your own boss. So hopefully you don't get in trouble with yourself, Raccoon. What's John Goodman's best role? Let's see here. You got to go with The Big Lebowski. That's a great movie. It's just fun watching John Goodman go berserk in that movie. Hello, Psycho Pomegranate. You have Deep Purple's Perfect Strangers on cassette? Now that's old school. You should get it on 8-track. They closed the Star Wars Hotel? I thought they just opened it. Oh, here's muffin cakes. Have I started my weight loss journey? Yes, but it's not a weight loss journey. It's a weight loss Oreo Speedwagon. Yeah, Fred Flintstone. He was pretty good as Fred Flintstone. He's 9 million pounds. I'm actually more than 9 million. I'm closer to 10 million. I liked him a lot in Righteous Gemstones. I haven't seen that actually, but I've heard pretty good things. Will I ever do a rant on shoe polish? Maybe someday if I ever get bored enough. I know it's actually been brought up before. Did I see that I got mentioned in the new Think Before You Sleep video? Yes, I did. Apparently he doesn't like my stuff, but he keeps talking about me, and I keep getting like subscribers off of it. So I don't know, like he doesn't like my videos, but he keeps giving me free advertising. I do have the majority of Yes's discography on vinyl. That's the way to listen to it. A weight loss private jet flight. Yeah, you could say that. I wish you good luck in it. Thank you. Do I miss the old camcorder gameplay videos? Kinda. There was a certain charm to them. Just like there's a certain charm to Dusty not chewing the cords of my earbuds. Quit. I'm gonna have to get wireless earbuds or something because he's not gonna stop chewing this cord. Cockatiels, I swear, they're just dogs with feathers. They really are. You little bird brat. Quit it. What am I going to do with you? No, no. Stop. So the Star Wars hotel is overpriced. Appeal to Nobody is now occupied as an office waste of space. Huh. Well, nice to see they're at least using it for something. Probably getting more use out of it now than they were when it was a hotel. Is Dusty a boy or a girl? Dusty's a boy. You can tell. You can tell because Dusty, male cockatiels are very vocal, and Dusty is very, very, very vocal. Can birds be litter trained? Yeah, I can, but or yeah, they can. I'm not a bird, or at least I don't think. But apparently, birds train. But good luck training this bird. 12 watching. Hey, that's a lot for me. Hello, Shrek. Nothing going on here. Just a loud, obnoxious ass bird chewing on the cord to my earbuds. You're not missing much. Quit. Don't kiss at me. He is a pretty bird. Almost bought a Ghost vinyl album. I didn't know they sold albums at vape shops. That's interesting. Thumbs up to you. Thumbs up to you as well. I'll give you 2 thumbs up. Dusty, give him a wing up. Give him a wing up. Come on, you can do it. Well, I'll give you a thumb up on behalf of his wing. Because I'm not a jerk unlike him. Does your most famous video help you in some way or another getting a chick? Yeah, I got Dusty when he was a chick. Listening to music on reel to reel. Yeah, Harvey Bird's right. We should listen to music on reel to reel. BJ Chelster says, am I a fan of Mitch Hedberg? Yeah, I am. In fact, in my older videos, people used to compare me to him. I like to think I was like Mitch Hedberg minus the comedy. How's it going? It's going pretty good. Daddy Shrek says, love your channel, bro. Real production, real topics. Keep it up. Well, thank you for the kind words. Even Dusty says thank you. Thumbs up for me, Daddy Shrek. And even thumbs up for Donkey and Fiona. Stop pulling this out of my ear, you little shit. No, don't get squeaky with me. I don't know what I'm going to do with him. My favorite book, probably The Stand by Stephen King. Have you ever re-uploaded man-eating poop video, or is it lost to time? I still have the computer the PC that I have a bunch of some of my old videos on, but it's messed up. I need to fix it before I re-upload some of these old videos. But until then, those videos are lost to time. You ever struggle with stuttering? A little bit. Oh, well, thanks, Harvey Bird. I tried to be funny and genuine. Saw your Lonesome Mesa says, saw your most recent vid. How do you think I'll tackle the weight loss? I'm just gonna go back to eating low carb. That's what's worked for me in the past, and I assume that's gonna work for me in the future. Hard to lose weight when you have balls of steel. Aw, thanks, but mine are actually made out of aluminum. Sorry to disappoint you. Don't do it, Dust. You're gonna pull it out. No, 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 don't. Not everything is a chew toy, you know. Not everything exists for you to chew. Have I ever traveled outside of the USA? I mean, not really. I mean, I would like to, though. My problem is I don't really like flying that much. Usually flights over 3 hours make me feel very uncomfortable. Even flights under 3 hours make me feel very uncomfortable. I would travel to more countries if it wasn't for my mild fear of flying. I wish Dusty could just pick me up by his talons and fly me somewhere. But I need to lose some weight first. And I'll probably need to lose a lot of it if that's going to happen. Stop. Stop. If you're just tuning in, this whole stream is me trying to prevent Dusty from chewing the cord of my earbuds. Not even to Mexico, Canada? No? I don't know. I'm kind of ill at knee. Favorite movie? I don't know. Probably Raiders of the Lost Ark. I always feel like the plane's going to drop out of the sky. Me too! You know, they say it's the safest way to travel. Well, how come I don't feel safe when I do it? It's the fear of falling to death. Same with me. Eight hours in a plane. I don't know how you do it, Nolan Knight. I'd be freaking out. Longest flight I've ever been on has been like 3 hours, and that freaked me out. Well, Dio, Brando, Harvey Bird, we'll lose weight together. We can lose this weight together, damn it. I got a lot more to lose than you do. Yes, I hate roller coasters as well. Yes, I also hate being close to people, especially on a plane. And another reason why I don't like flying that much is because I'm fat, and being fat on a plane is not fun. Four hours to and from Vegas with mild turbulence. Even mild turbulence freaks me out. Like, I need the plane to be perfectly still when I'm flying. If it moves around even a little bit, I start panicking. What are my religious views, if I don't mind sharing? I might get into that a little more sometime down the road. I try to avoid religion and politics on this channel because uh, things are a little bit divisive nowadays, as you may have noticed. I've probably mentioned a thing or two in some of my past videos. I'm not an atheist, but I'm not like a religious nut either. But I do have my own beliefs. Yeah, I know. Like taking off and landings when the most accidents happen, but even like when you're in the sky, when it's like moving all around and shaking, you feel like Michael J. Fox. If I fail, there'll be a timestamp to your demise. I won't fail. I'm gonna do it. Favorite type of bean? I like that mirror bean in Chicago. I know, I'm just a weird raccoon. I know turbulence doesn't really mean anything. It's just like driving on a bumpy road or something. But still, if I'm going to be that high in the sky, I need to be perfectly still. I'm just weird like that. Favorite strain of weed? I don't really smoke weed that much. I've always been more of a booze hound, and I can't really do that much anymore because, you know, I get addicted to it. What kind of music do you listening to any? Just mostly just hard rock and heavy metal. If they have bathrooms in hell, they aren't as bad as airplane bathrooms. Probably right. My favorite whiskey. I was never really a whiskey guy. I always was more of a vodka guy back when I was drinking a lot. And I drink vodka, I drink Jägermeister. Jägermeister was my go-to for a while. Favorite book? I think I said The Stand, didn't I? Yeah, Stand's my favorite book by Stephen King. I also like his Dark Tower series, Salem's Lot. Yeah, I've been drunk a handful of times over the last couple of years. Um, but thankfully, I haven't gone fully off the wagon. You know, for the most part, I do pretty well staying away from it. Do I like scotch? It's okay, I guess. Do you like scotch, Dusty? Okay, that didn't mean chew my cord. Sup, dude? Sup, Roland Durst? Black Flag and Limp Bizkit should start a band together, like a super group. I assume your name is a reference to Henry Rollins and Fred Durst, right? Favorite console? Probably the GameCube, because that was the console that really got me into gaming. Like, that was the first console of my own that I had that I just like bought with my own money, and it was just my own. How old is Dusty? Dusty is 8 years old. He's 8 years old, and cockatiels can live for over 30 years, so I might be dealing with him screeching in my ear for another 20 years. Well, good for you on quitting drinking, Nolan Knight. That's a good thing. I like the Kool-Aid and vodka. I'm not a vodka snob. Do you like mixing the Kool-Aid with vodka? I've never heard of doing that. I've heard of mixing it with like cranberry juice and stuff, but never Kool-Aid. Do I like hip hop? Do I like hip hop music? I'm more of a hard rock, heavy metal guy. You're more entertaining than Silent Fan. Well, I mean, that's not really a high bar to reach nowadays. Does Dusty keep you up at night? No, Dusty's usually pretty quiet. He's usually only really loud during like the daytime, but at night he's usually pretty chill. Usually. Dusty's a teenager in bird years. Yes, actually he is. When you think about it, he's probably like a 16-year-old. He's gonna start driving soon. Have you ever tried in the last year to get a girlfriend, or did you give up? I don't really care either way. Whatever happens, happens. See, in the future, I just want to have a future in the future, you know? Because I don't know what's going on in the future. It's like with AI and, you know, wars and stuff. It just seems like the future's a little uncertain. So, in the future, I just want to have a future. Yeah, the DS I think is probably my favorite handheld system. No, hands down. Unless you count the Switch, which I never play the Switch in handheld mode. I always play it docked. Dusty will have a bird Ferrari. He's not that spoiled. I'm not going to spoil him that much. He's not getting a Ferrari if he keeps chewing on my cord. He's already left some bite marks on here. Little bird brat. That's right, Dusty. Will Dusty pick up chicks? Dusty might be my wingman. I mean, he's literally got wings. No Day Gamers. That was pretty funny. Do I have a Switch Pro controller? Yes, I do. I never use the little side things, the little Joy-Cons. Actually, all my Joy-Cons have the drift, but my Pro controller still works fine. Thoughts on Final Fantasy IX? I don't really play a whole lot of Final Fantasy. I don't really play a whole lot of, like, JRPGs or anything like that. Nothing against them, it's just not really my thing. Have you played many video games this year? Not really, but I want to get back into it. Like, that's kind of why, you know, obviously I got my Switch 2 on my shoulder, but I haven't played it that much. My Switch 2's just been chewing the cord of my earbuds, so I'm going to hook you up and play here pretty soon, though. Do I know what happened to No Day Gamers? I think he's still around. I think he collaborated with Asa on his last, whatever the hell contest, so I think he still does some stuff. Ever played any Metroid games? Yes. I love Super Metroid. I love the first Metroid Prime. Loved Fusion. I like the Metroids. Favorite anime? Probably Cowboy Bebop, which I know is like the standard answer, but it's such a great show. I had a hard time watching any other anime for like a decade because I always compared every anime I had tried to watch afterwards to Cowboy Bebop, and they just didn't stack up to me. Which I know is stupid. It's like watching The Godfather and expecting every movie you watch afterwards to be as good as The Godfather, but, you know. Eventually I started watching a few others like Trigun and Outlaw Star and Fullmetal Alchemist. Thoughts on Lego games? Classic one from mid to late 2000s. I haven't really played many of those, or any of them for that matter. What kind of content are you making in the future? I have a list of topics, but I kind of want to space things out because I got like 2 years worth of stuff planned, and I don't want to just release everything at once. My favorite cartoon growing up, probably Rocco. Rocco's Modern Life. I was a Nickelodeon kid, so I watched a lot of Rocco, Ren and Stimpy, Doug. You ever checked out Trigun? I have. I really like Trigun a lot. If I ever played the Mafia series of video games, can't say that I have. It's been a while since I really sat down and played a video game. I want to get back into it though, because I got a Switch and a whole bunch of stuff I need to get caught up on. So I'm not even thinking about getting a Switch 2. Well, I do have a Switch 2, but it turned out to be a bird. Favorite game show? Probably Double Dare, that old game show on Nickelodeon. I actually saw a live stage Double Dare show with Mark Summers and Robin, and that was pretty cool. It was in Peoria. I'm actually going to make a video about that sometime. My favorite superhero? My favorite superhero? Bible Man. There's a lot of like adult jokes hidden in Rocco. It's kind of funny if you watch on YouTube. It's crazy what they were allowed to get by back in the day. Do I like snack cakes? Off the Surprisingly, no. For a fat ass, I actually don't really like snack cakes that much. My weaknesses are like hamburgers and pizza and salty, greasy foods. PC is the way of the future. Hey, you may be right. Yeah, Nintendo did give me the bird. Do I follow any sports? I've tried to, but I can't really. I have a hard time like keeping my attention on what's going on. My family's real into sports. They love like the St. Louis Cardinals and stuff, but I just have a hard time really getting into that sort of thing. My family's tried to for a long time, but snack cakes, that's it's like Twinkies and ding dongs and zebra cake stuff like that. Did I ever get into SpongeBob? A little bit when it first started. I can't believe that show's still going on. It started in 1999 and it's still going. You know what blew my mind about SpongeBob was that the same actor who played Mr. Krabs was the same actor who played the asshole prison guard in Shawshank Redemption. So I always just imagine Mr. Krabs being all like, "Arr! You're gonna look good sucking my cock with no teeth." I think Nokia is gonna release the N-Gage 2, and that's gonna be the future of gaming. So you just watch out. Nokia is gonna make a comeback. That's right. N-Gage 2. You behaving yourself? No, you're not. No, don't. Yeah, Clancy Brown, he's a very versatile actor. He was in the last John Wick movie, too. You gotta give it a watch. It's a good movie. I actually didn't watch Shawshank Redemption until I was like 30. But I watched it and I really loved it. I'd buy a water cooler Xbox. That'd be pretty sweet. Like take an Xbox and convert it into a water cooler. You had sex with your teddy bear? Oh, I know what you mean by sex. You dirty dog, you. Ever see Falling Down? Yes, I have. Great movie. Have I played Yazuka? Can't say that I have. That's like a JRPG, isn't it? Yeah, there's a lot of movies I didn't see until like way later in my life. Like I didn't see any of the Star Wars movies until I was like 27 years old. Have I ever sent Ace of weird stuff like I did with Emmer and Big Al? A little bit. I sent him like 10 copies of the Green Lantern movie with Ryan Reynolds. And I sent him a few other things, but not like I did with Emmer and Big Al. Plus, Ace is moving, and I don't know what his new address is, so. But yeah, I don't really send people stuff in the mail like I used to, because it's like, back when I sent all that stuff to Emmer and Big Al, like I was still living at home, and now I got like bills and stuff to pay. I remember when he gave Rob 10 copies of Marmaduke. Yeah, and he didn't take those movies home. He left them in Phoenix. Has ever given you shit for not seeing specific movies? Not recently for obvious reason. Yeah, he did go way too young. It's crazy because he was like 6 years older than me, and now I'm like 2 years older than he ever lived to be. It's a little bit weird for me to think about. Yeah, he was moving out of the country, but now he's moving somewhere else. I won't get into too much specifics because I don't think he really wants me to, but he is moving. Yeah, those PSAs were a lot of fun. Good times. Still talk to Big Al. Yeah, every now and then, mostly on like Facebook and stuff. But yeah, I like Big Al. He's a good dude. I like to have him, join me on a stream sometime. That'd be fun. How much does Rob owe me? Somewhere around 10 grand. Probably not quite that much. I don't think I gave him quite as much as Minute World did, but I mean, I would put the odds of me getting that back somewhere between pigs flying and a snowball's chance in hell at this point. Re-upload videos, please. I probably will sometime down the road. I got some in in 2027, so in about a year and a half. That's going to be my 20th anniversary here on YouTube. So I plan on spending 2027 just like having a year long celebration on my channel of like 20 years on YouTube, and just kind of looking back and maybe doing some streams with some of the old guys and just having some fun. Oh, he's on Twitch right now, huh? I don't really have anything to say to him. I'm more than happy to have him out of my life. Have I ever been thrift store hunting? Uh, Not really. I probably should though. I could probably find some cool stuff. Yeah, the did you watch the unedited version of Star Wars Raccoon before George Lucas went in and made all those changes? Was it like the theatrical version? So I actually bought the theatrical versions on eBay, and I actually prefer those, which I know isn't exactly a hot take, but ha ha ha, Psycho Pomegranate and Big Al sitting in a tree. I won't tell him that though. I'll keep it a secret, even though it's on a stream. Do I like horror movies? A few. I like the Evil Dead movies a lot. Those are pretty fun. Unedited, I thought so, because I don't think he made any edits to those movies until after '95. Why did I create a new channel? I just felt like doing something new. I've been doing the J.K. Tim thing for 15 years, and I just wanted to I wanted to have a new chapter. What's your Arby's order? My favorite Arby's order. I like the chicken cordon bleu and those triangle tater tots, which I don't even think they sell anymore. But those triangle tater tots, man, they were the best. Do I like Marvel movies at all? Yeah, some of them. The earlier ones, not like some of the more recent ones. They've been kind of lame. Like that new Thor, like the last Thor movie that came out was horrible. Does the Meat Mountain still exist? I have no idea. I think if anything, it's probably like a hidden menu item or something. It's been a while since I ordered one. What's the high on your door from all those years ago? Oh, my brother came over like 15 years ago and got drunk and was messing around with some masking tape, and he did that, and I just never bothered to take it off. So that was my brother's doing. That high came from him. So high from my brother. I can't lie, I love me a good Baconator. Baconators are the best. Best thing you can get at Wendy's. I remember when we went to New York, me and Helsing and Darkness and all those guys. There was this Wendy's down the road from us, and we would just go down there and get Baconators and clog our arteries, and those were the best. So those really make me nostalgic for that New York trip, those Baconators. Oh, they still have the potato cakes? Oh, I thought they got rid of them. Well, that's pretty cool. Even Dusty thinks it's cool, don't you? Well, muffin cakes, next time if you're ever in the U.S. again, you gotta go to Wendy's and check that off your bucket list. Checkers is my favorite fast food. Well, I think Rally's is better. Was I ever friends with Jedi One back in the day? No, but he used to subscribe to my videos and he watched my videos and I used to watch his videos. So like we kind of communicated through comment sections back in the day, but we weren't really friends. The secret ingredient in the Baconator is pure liquid shame. I don't doubt it. What TV show would you be on as part of the audience? Well, The View, obviously. The View, I mean, I can't beat that experience. And especially now that they got Joy Behar back. Joy Behar wasn't on when I was on The View that one time. Do I like the Frosty? You mean the snowman or the drink at Wendy's? Because yes to both. Do you lie, Taco Bell? No, I don't lie, and don't call me Taco Bell. Worst fast food experience? Probably. I've never eaten at White Castle and was glad that I did afterwards. What's the difference between Checkers and Rallies? There really isn't. It's a Carl's Jr. and Hardee's type thing. It's just the same restaurant, different name. The View experience must have been so traumatic for your friend. Yeah, my friend Prince of Moose. Yeah, he was on The View with me, and I don't want to get dark here, but he sadly passed on, and hopefully that that experience didn't contribute to his own untimely death. Do I truth McDonald's? Oh, every day. I want to try a White Castle crave case with a cherry Coke. Everyone should try White Castle at least once. Best game show host. I don't know. It's hard to top Bob Barker. I know that's kind of like a cliche choice, not exactly a hot take, but he was the man, you know. And he hosted game shows for a long time because before he hosted Price is Right, he hosted Truth or Consequences for like 20 years. So he had like a 50-something year career on TV, consecutive, I think. I don't know. But he was on TV for a long time hosting game shows. KFC or Popeyes, if you have Raising Cane's or Churches in your state, which you'd prefer? Raising Cane's, definitely. You can't beat that sauce. What's your ideal water temperature level when drinking water? Ice cold, room temp? I'll drink either. It doesn't really matter to me too much. Hey, quit chewing the cord on this side now. I had White Castle after a concert while tipsy. Yeah, it's not something to it's something, you know, good to eat if you're hungover or something. It's good hangover food. Is Dusty spayed or neutered? I don't know. I mean, there's no female birds around for him to, you know, have little chicks with. So, you know, it doesn't really matter either way, I don't think. Favorite pizza? I like Monocle's Pizza. I don't know if you guys know what Monocle's Pizza is. I think it's only in like the Midwest. I think it's only in like Illinois and Indiana. But it's like this flat sort of tavern style pizza. It's really good. Does Dusty give you kisses or just bites you? Lots of bites. Lots of bites. Lots of biting. And lots of pulling my earbuds out. Ugh. What am I going to do with you? The frozen ones are pretty close to the real thing. Yeah, the frozen ones are pretty good, actually. They're actually not bad. What was the deal with Spax constantly bringing up Prince of Moose after he passed on? I'm not sure. I never really paid a whole bunch of attention to the Spax drama, to be honest with you. Like, I know a bunch of my friends had issues with him, but I just never really paid that much attention to it. But from what I hear, probably not the most pleasant guy in the world. Little Caesars or Papa John's? It used to be Papa John's, but I think they changed the pizza. I don't know. It just doesn't taste as good to me. So I guess Little Caesars, even though Little Caesars isn't that great. But I agree with Roland Durst. Pizza Hut's actually better than both. Where'd you go? You never know where this little shit's gonna go. Boop. Are you close to being a full-time YouTuber? No, I'm nowhere near close. 10,000 10,000 subs is a pretty good amount, but it's not like, quit your job. I don't know though. Maybe there are people with 10,000 subs who've been able to do this full time. I don't know if I'd want to be a full-time YouTuber though, because then you got to worry about the algorithm and stuff like that, and view counts, and I just want to do this for fun. Yeah, Little Caesars does have kind of a cardboardy taste. Those hot and readies aren't the greatest. Have I had Lunchables pizza? Yes, I have actually. I think the last time I had a Lunchables pizza, Bill Clinton was still president. Well, heck, I would just order a pizza box from Little Caesar and just eat it. I miss when Pizza Hut had the pizzones. Those are pretty good. I don't think they have those anymore though. But the pizzones were awesome. Do you miss the pizzones? No, don't you? Don't you on that? Don't you on that? If you ever have to worry about the algorithm, that we'll never see a guy eat poop again. Well, don't you worry, because I will eat shit more times in the future. Will there be a Dollar Tree video remake? I don't know. I tried doing a remake of it years ago, and I don't think it was very funny. Hello, Padoru Saikanguru. Yeah, the baked pasta is pretty good. Actually, Domino's has some pretty good baked pasta that they have in like these bread bowls. Those are pretty good. Do you have a favorite lolcow? Well, me, of course. I'm my own favorite lolcow. Don't. Oh, you little shit. Why do you do this to me? Why do you do this to me? Have you done mushrooms? No, actually, I have not. Favorite podcast? Probably The Drunken Peasants. A lot of people kind of stopped paying attention to that show after TJ left, but I still think it's a pretty good show. I think people should give it a chance. What is your favorite shark? I don't know, probably Jaws. Unless you mean from that show Shark Tank. In that case, I don't know. Probably the bald asshole. Just because he's such an asshole. I probably will do some more streams in the future. My thoughts on Joe Rogan or other famous podcasts. I don't know. They're all just kind of the same to me. Like, you know, Joe Rogan and Theo Vaughn and, you know, Kill Tony. To me, they're all basically just like the same show. I don't really listen to any of them that much. Were you popular in high school? No, I was extremely unpopular in every school I went to. High school, middle school. What line of work are you in? Would you recommend for someone with no college degree, not much of a resume or blue collar skills? I'm in early 30s, so I have a job that it sucks. I don't want to get into too much what I do for a living, but you know, I don't know if any job advice is good advice nowadays, just because you know with AI coming in the near future, it's like who knows who's going to have a job 10 years from now, you know? So I'm not really sure what to say about that, just because the job prospects in the future are so uncertain with AI. Thank you, Glenn Tennis. Maybe I should be the new host of Fear Factor instead of Johnny Knoxville. Yeah, they're bringing back Fear Factor, and Johnny Knoxville is going to be the new host. Do I think aliens exist? Yes, you know, back on my home planet, there's all kinds of what you would call aliens. See, good bird, Dusty. You're biting yourself. No, great. I shouldn't have said anything. Now he's back to biting my cord. Have I ever tried stand-up comedy? Uh, I've tried improv once, and that did not go over well. I'll probably make a video about that sometime down the road because that might be an entertaining story. But yeah, I did try improv comedy. I'm not quitting my day job anytime soon. That's how I would start every episode of Jackass if I started it. If I hosted it. Welcome to Jackass. Pretty fucked up, huh? It would just be me and a very disgruntled and drunken Bam Margera. And he'd just be sitting there all hungover, complaining about how much his life sucks. That would be the version of Jackass I would host. Ooh, ooh. Have you tried these? They're amazing. These boom boom sticks. They're like nasal decongestors. They're amazing. Stop pulling out my earbuds, you little shit. Last time I tried stand up, everyone was silent. That's probably how it would go for me too. What would I drink with Bam? Um, well, if I still drank, I probably, you know, drank like the same kind of shitty vodka I used to drink back in the day. But I don't know. I don't know if I would drink with Bam. I don't know if that'd be a good idea. Who is Silent Rob? Silent Rob was he was a very famous uh, gaming YouTuber from the early days of YouTube who was known for being very controversial and getting into a lot of drama. And the years went by. He, even though you know that his style of videos kind of went to the wayside, became dated, he was still able to maintain his following until very recently, where he became a drug addict and just went full on lolcow and just completely crashed out. But now you can watch the new Silent Rob. Just watch on my channel for the video of the new Silent Rob. He's far superior. Slamming vodka with Bam. What could go wrong? Oh, I'm sure a lot could go wrong. Gunther or Goldberg? You mean like Whoopi Goldberg? I guess I would need to see a wrestling match between Gunther and Whoopi Goldberg for me to make a final decision. Yes, we all must praise the new Silent Rob because he is the true and superior Silent Rob. That's crazy that Shoe Nice is still alive. Is he still, like doing his shtick? Like drinking ridiculous amounts and eating weird crap? Wasn't he homeless? Shoe Nice is like the Keith Richards of YouTube celebrities. Just completely treat their bodies like crap, but still like be able to live a relatively long life. Sounds like a Boogie 298 character, kinda. I don't know. Rob was like the exact opposite body type of Boogie, though. He was well, he used to be really frail and skinny, but he kind of put on weight over the last year. You ever watched King Cobra JFS? Every now and then. Like, if the Drunken Peasants cover him, I'll watch him. Yeah, Shoe Nice. He's eating some crazy crap. But I used to watch Shoe Nice. I also watched a guy called Ted the Fire Breathing Idiot, but I think he's not even around anymore. Ted Barris. Asa did that RAR on him, and then he just kind of disappeared. Opinions on fried fish. It's okay, I guess. Rob's hairline looks like he's thinning more than Darkness the Curse. I don't know. I mean, at least the Darkness attempts to hide his hairline. L.A. Beast, he's another great one that I watch. I get a lot of people say that I look like L.A. Beast. I don't really see it. I mean, I don't. I mean, I can kind of see T.J. Kirk, but I mean, I don't really get the whole uh, L.A. Beast comparison. Have a good day. Quit chewing my cord. You don't chew on these. Gosh. Never get a cockatiel, folks. Opinion on fried potatoes. They're delicious. I think there should be more YouTubers that do old YouTube style content rather than more commercial. I agree. There's still some good old school YouTubers who are still around. Like Archfiend's still around. AZ Raccoon's got that old school style. Carpo, he's got sort of an old school style. Asa, when he's around, Asa kind of goes through periods where he doesn't post a lot. Now, YouTube's 20, and I've been on YouTube for 18 of those years. You saw my videos around 2010, then lost track. Did I continue making them? Off and on. I ran a couple of channels with Darkness the Curse. Did my own thing again. But, yeah, for the past 2.5 years, I've been running this channel pretty regularly. Oh, that's awesome. I'm glad Dusty bringing him joy because he's bringing me annoyance right now. Oh yeah, I had to give Dusty to my aunt because I got into a little spat with my landlord who didn't want me to have the bird in my apartment. They were making some policy changes, but eventually my landlord let me have Dusty back. So, but yeah, I went a whole month about 4 years ago where I didn't have Dusty, and he lived with my aunt, and I was miserable. Well, actually, it was like 3 months. 3 months without Dusty. That wasn't fun. Where's Luigi? I'm a Luigi. Number one. With it. Why do you do this to me? Well, my landlord should be. Well, I shouldn't say that. My landlord's really nice. I love my landlord. My landlord's awesome. They should be removed from being landlords, and they should like do something else for a living. Yeah, I know. I know who you are on Facebook. That's why I'm going to tell Al that you got a crush on him. Ha ha. Nah, I'm just kidding. Does Dusty greet you when I get home from work? Yeah, every time I get home from work, the first thing I do is I go in the kitchen and take my vitamins, and Dusty will fly into the kitchen and land on my shoulder. He does that every morning. I'd be a cool Bowser. Oh, thanks. I don't know. I think Jack Black's was a far superior choice for Bowser, personally. Yes, they should live in like some dirty old trailer park somewhere. Okay, I just messaged you. I won't say your name. Don't worry. Ooh woo. Well, ooh woo to you too. That's right, Dusty. So my birthday's coming up soon. You guys gonna celebrate my birthday? I won't say exactly when it is, but it's coming up pretty soon. My favorite serial killer, by the way? My favorite serial killer? Well, I live in Illinois. This is Gacy country, man. I'm Gacy all the way. Would I stream video games? Maybe sometime down the road. I don't know. I'm not very good at games. Does Dusty wake you up in the middle of the night? No, but he wakes me up during the day when I'm trying to take a nap. And he screeches really loud every time I try to watch TV. Loud ass bird. Uh, yeah, I've had like several different Facebook accounts over the last couple of years, Underground Revolution. So I've had like a couple of accounts get banned. So I've just been kind of all over the place as far as my Facebook's concerned. I like Ed Kemper more. I like Ed Kemper on the Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. He's pretty good on there. How do you get banned from Facebook? I don't know. Some guy hacked my account, and that account ended up getting banned, and another account I had got banned for some stupid reason. I don't know. Yes, Dusty is. That's exactly what Dusty is. He's an obnoxious roommate that I still love regardless. See, look, he's being obnoxious right now, chewing on the cord to my earbuds. But I still love him, even though he's going to destroy my earbuds in this stream. Should the world actually end in 2012 and we're living in dystopian simulation ever since, or what's your theory? I don't know. Is your neighborhood quiet? Yeah, I live in a very small Midwestern town. Very quiet, not a whole lot going on. It's very Midwestern where I live. Anything to do in the Chicago airport for 5 hours? Don't get lost, because O'Hare is a pretty intimidating airport. And they have a Chili's there. That's pretty nice. I don't know if it's the same person that hacked Ace's account, but I'm sure he's hacked a lot of others. Hello, Trident. Glad you enjoyed the stuff. Some of my favorite comedic actors. I don't know. Probably like Jim Carrey. Chris Farley. I love Chris Farley. Yeah, O'Hare's brutal. But Sorry. Sorry. My bad, because I'm tight. My favorite wrestler, Chris Benoit, hands down. But yeah, O'Hare is brutal. I've had to lay over there more than a few times. Not very fun, gotta say. Not a particularly enjoyable experience. Yeah, I've had people around here lighting off fireworks since the 4th. It's kind of annoying. Why did YouTube take away the messaging option? Dumb. Yeah, I don't know why. I always thought that was really stupid. They took away the messaging option. They took away channel comments. They took away customizable backgrounds. They took away video responses. I mean, I don't get it. It's just all dumb to me, but that's YouTube. If it ain't broke, fix it. George Carlin, legend or a hack? I mean, I don't know. To me, he just seemed like a grouchy old man yelling at the sky, but, you know, he influenced a lot of great comedians, so. Plus, he was Mr. Conductor, and that's pretty cool. Yeah, O'Hare really is just not a fun airport to go through. But they, like I said, they do have a Chili's, and if I have time, I will eat at the Chili's at O'Hare. That's the one good thing about O'Hare. Yep, that's exactly how it is. If it ain't broken, get rid of it. Heck, it wouldn't surprise me if YouTube, like, removed the ability to upload videos. That's how dumb YouTube can be at times. Which YouTube version was the best in your opinion? Oh, I don't know. Probably how it was from like 2007 to 2012. I don't know. I try not to be another one of these old farts who's like, oh, YouTube was so much better back in my day. It was all about the community. Because, you know, I still have fun with YouTube now. You know. YouTube's still fun. It can be a pain in the ass. It's always been a bit of a pain in the ass. People, when I started YouTube back in 2007, people were complaining that YouTube wasn't as good as it was back in the early days. So I mean, just, you know, YouTube's always had problems, but you know, for the most part, it's still YouTube, and I still have fun with it. Stop it! Stop! This is not for you to chew on. It was better in a lot of ways, but I mean, those days are gone. I mean, it is what it is. How many female viewers do you have? I've got a few. I don't have a huge amount, but I got a handful. Yeah, a lot of people did that back in the early days. They pirated anime, pirated movies. What's Dust? I don't even think Dusty knows what he's talking about. I think Dusty's drunk. I think some of that seed's messing with his little bird brain. Is it? Are you drunk? Did you eat something weird? Did you eat something weird? Huh? You're awful chatty. What are you being so chatty about? Huh? What are you being so chatty about? I don't know. He just wants to chew on my earbuds. Don't you? He's mad because I won't let him chew my earbuds. He loves that rubbery texture. He just pulled it out again. Don't. I'll boop his beak for you, psycho. I'll boop his beak. Dusty, boop, boop. There you go, psycho pomegranate. Pee, 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 poop, 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 poop. Well, that's very profound. Don't. Loud ass bird. Are you a loud ass bird, Dusty? It's the least I could do, psycho pomegranate. It's the least I could do. Ask and you shall receive. I didn't ask for you to pull this out of my ear, but I received it anyway. Oh, is it really? I may need to get some new earbuds after this stream. Just get a new pair of earbuds every time I stream, because Dusty will inevitably chew them up. You see what he was just doing? He was stretching his neck. He wanted a bite of these cords. Nope. Nope. Oh yeah, I remember that too. Back when you could only upload 10 minutes at a time. Does he pull out my hair too? No, but he does like to preen my hair. I think he thinks my hair is feathers, and he does like to preen my hair. Dusty, you want to preen my hair? You want to preen my hair? Come on. Let's say you do host Fear Factor. What challenges would you have on the show? I don't know. I probably wouldn't have like people eating shit and stuff like that. You know, like on the old version, people would eat like slugs and drink bile from a gallbladder, and that was just gross. I can't believe they allowed that to air on TV. Oh, you liked the $10 bill video? That was fun to make. A lot of people liked that video. Would I like to replace Dusty with an African Grey? No, I think I'm done with pets after Dusty. Dusty's a good little friend, but you know, after him, I think my pet owning days are over. Plus, African Greys live a lot longer than cockatiels, I think. I used to have a guinea pig. His name was Pierre. I had him back when I was like 10 years old. His name was Pierre, and he died because my mom fed him hamster food instead of guinea pig food. I guess that's like really bad for them, and it killed him. Yeah, I miss my guinea pig too, Pierre. He was a nice little guinea pig. Why you always got to be biting me? It's cool. It's been, gosh, it's back in the late '90s. Quit chewing my cord. Quit it. Quit chewing my cord. We're on a live stream. Act professional. It's cool though. So I think I'm gonna end this stream, guys. But this has been fun. I'll do this again next week. And that's pretty much all I gotta say in this stream. I'll see all you nobodies later. Keep it cringy.